24 acres in the Westwater Canyon in Westwater, Utah. This is a really cool property, super unique history to it, and a super unique area next to the Colorado River. This is located in Grand County, Utah, where this is just north of Moab. Sit back, relax. I'm going to go over a lot of frequently asked questions I'm going to get about this property. I'm going to talk about how to access it on your own, which is going to be a big thing. I'm going to go over the location, what's unique about it. I'm going to go over things like utilities as well. My name's Miles McLaughlin. I work at Wilco Land. What we do is we sell raw land on the internet. And just browsing through our homepage, giving you an idea. Got a lot of education on my blog page as well. So let's get started with this property we're looking at. This is 25 acres. I'm going to click through some of the photos. I wanted to start with this one. This is the view. So right below this lookout is the Colorado River. And I'll get to it on a map and show you where we're at. But this is one of the neighbors' lookouts. I mean, you can't tell with the photos here. It's a little smoky. I actually went and visited this property myself with my partner, Tom. And you can see it is really fantastic, lush views looking out this way. So I'm going to click through some of the photos. They're not in chronological order, but we'll see the road. We'll see what the landscape looks like. I'll zoom back out so you can get a better look at these. And so, yeah, I mean, this is, again, just clicking through these photos. We're at 25 acres. This is Grand County, Utah, near Moab. So right in here is going to be the canyon, right? And so this is where the Colorado River is. This property is located off the Kokopelli Trail, which is another distinct name you're going to want to remember, right? So this is a famous trail that runs from Cisco down to the Westwater boat launch. So it's a really popular spot to run the Colorado River. So think of a landing spot to run the river. You're surrounded by tons and tons of BLM land, rock climbing in this canyon, canyoneering, river rafting. Whether you're looking for a rural lifestyle outside of the city, you want to live here full time and have some sort of compound, some sort of retreat. One of the neighbors has like a Tai Chi event every year with like 30 to 40 people come. They've got little tiny homes out there on their property. So you've got this 25 acre to explore, however you want to make it. And this was, there's some wildlife, right? There's cables out here, and things like that. So, just giving you an idea of what you can do. This might be recreational property. This might be someplace you live. There is a gate. And so I describe it a little bit. You're going to want to park and walk in here. We parked over at the beginning of the Kokopelli Trail because there was a rain the night before and a little bit of a wash had come through. So we had a little rental car. We didn't want to risk anything. But if I had a pickup truck or my Jeep, we would probably rage right through it. And so just looking at the landscape, giving you an idea of what we're seeing here. And I'm going to go over access here in a minute. I'm going to pull up Onyx, which is probably going to be your best route to access. So to clarify, this property does have legal deeded access. We actually bought it from the guy who created the subdivision. Really cool guy, really interesting history, right? He used to buy properties like us at a value added that were kind of just, outliers out there. And now he's reselling them. Really cool history, really great guy. He shared a lot about the area with us. And he does know, the neighbors have a couple wells put in. Electricity would be pulled in from your neighbors' properties. There's electricity there, or you're looking at solar power. And he was a big advocate of solar power. So just reiterate on some of those questions I'll get, hey, what about access? What about these gates? We don't want everybody in town driving through here, disturbing the neighbors, disturbing the peace. There's a lot of crypto back here. And so we just asked, hey, try and walk in back there. We both did it. It's no big deal. Bring some water, walk in back here, go walk the landscape, use an app like Onyx, which is going to be super helpful. And so our properties, we're kind of taking photos of the way in and of the property, walking through here. So let's keep going. And I want to get, so this is actually kind of like, looks to me like the best building area up top on the property right here. And so again, you do have this long range view. It's really cool. I'll get on Google Earth and show you how the layout of the property is so you can get a better idea of that as well. So we're looking at the property here. We're on the Colorado River coming through here. And I mean, just looking at these images on Google Earth, like how cool. I mean, this is what's below the property. How cool is this, right? And this is the boat launch. And this is really nothing of a drive. We did this drive. It's really nothing. Took us 2 minutes to get to this Westwater boat launch. And if we zoom in here, this is this cool farm. This is super lush down here. You'd be surprised. Super lush. We've got some people sharing photos of the Westwater Canyon boat launch. And this will take you right down to the property, basically. As we can see, it's right sitting in here, nestled right here. And this is a subdivision he's referring to, right? These parcels. I'm going to get on Onyx and show you. So you can see this isn't just out here in Timbuktu. There's people, this is somebody's driveway. Like they've developed, this is that cool property I'd mentioned, I believe does that Tai Chi event. This is another property that's got some development on it. So you can see that people are, developing on these properties. Here's another one. This is a cool one. This is kind of like a castle on the hill. And so you can see, this is the lookouts in here somewhere. Here's somebody that developed on this cliff line. That's really cool. It's a really cool spot. So the views from the property are really, really magnificent. I mean, I don't know what I have to say about it, but it's cool. So looking at access, this is a BLM road. Like your phone would take you right down here. And this is a Kokopelli Trail. So this is a Kokopelli Trail, and you hop on the Kokopelli Trail, and it takes you alongside this train track and brings you back to, takes you alongside the train track. You hop on it here. It's this 2-track, somebody's driveway, and then this more well-traveled road that goes all the way. You can see this goes all the way back to this property right here. And people even use it to go access these properties further back in here. So yeah, this is, exactly where it takes you. Like I said, there's a gate right here. So that's what you're going to run into going into the property. You're going to walk it. The buyer is going to have access to it. There's deeded legal access. I didn't run into any neighbors when I was out there, so I didn't have a chance to talk with them about anything. So this is what we're looking at from aerial imagery. And I'll pull it up. I'll show you some more photos quick, and then I'm going to get it on Onyx. So again, this is kind of like your off-grid type of property. You're looking at rural landscape. You're looking at really magnificent views, some cool history to the area. I mean, you're in the Westwater Canyon, which is like this world famous canyon to run the river, to run the Colorado River. So it's a property, definitely, I think it's going to get a lot of interest on the market. We offer cash discounts for cash buyers. We offer seller financing as well. So if you're interested, can't afford these more expensive properties, get with us about seller financing. We offer it. A lot of people take advantage of that program that we have. So these photos are loading kind of slow. Let me get over to Onyx. The way we're going to locate the property is using GPS coordinates. We're going to have these posted on our website. This listing is not up on our site yet. So that's why I'm going through all this without showing it on the website. I'm going to have zoning up. What can you do with this property? Camp, recreate, livestock. There's a lot of different uses you can do. Like I said, the neighbor's got this castle out there, right? This compound and some tiny homes on it. So whether it's business ideas, residential idea, whatever it may be, maybe you just want campsites to see probably some of the best views of the stars at nighttime in the world that are out here. And all I'm doing is using GPS coordinates to look this up on a map, just like somebody's address. You can see we're up here, west of Grand Junction, pretty close to the border of Colorado and Utah. And you can see the Colorado River runs through. If you had a property up here, you could run the river all the way down to Moab and have your buddy pick you up, take you home for the night. So it's a really cool property, really great location. That Kokopelli Trail goes all the way to Cisco and the Cisco boat launch there, which is a cool ghost town. But moving on, we've zoomed in enough probably to see, the Colorado River. We touched on the boat launch really close to you. I mean, you could ride a bike or walk down to that boat launch is how close that is. So let me get on Onyx. This is how I visited the property. I use the GPS coordinates and I have a layer. You have to go to map layers on your phone and you're going to want to download these maps before you leave. I did have spotty cell phone service out there, but download it before you go. Be safe. Onyx has a free 7-day trial. So you'll get the premium membership. You'll be able to go to map layers and you'll be able to go through your layers. And I have private land ownership for Utah mapped out here. So you'd go down to Utah. I've already got it in my layer library for Utah, but it's not showing the ones I have, but let's see here. It is. So 202, private lands and government land. So let's look at this a little bit more. I've got the property pinned. I use the GPS coordinates to pin it. We bought the property from Lawrence Means, who's going to show up as the owner on these records. Again, we can see the trail going in here. And I just wanted to zoom out to show you all the BLM land around this property. So once we get here, look at the access to the BLM land you have as I zoom out. This is what makes this property rare and special. This is surrounded by BLM land. So here we have the Kokopelli Trail. This is veers off, the Kokopelli veers off onto our property, but this Kokopelli Trail goes for a long ways, and it's like this world famous trail. So that's how you're gonna access this property. Again, having Onyx is gonna be super helpful for looking at this property and other properties similar. But as I zoom out, this is all BLM land at your disposal. This is the property. Again, there's only a few private owners in this canyon here. I mean, look at me zooming out. How cool is that? I mean, this is private ownership, just a few of them. This is all BLM land around you. All BLM land. So really cool stuff here. If you're interested, give us a call. I don't know if I have a ton more to touch on with this property. I'll have the Google Earth link in the listing that I showed you. I'll click through some more of these photos, but they will be on the website listing. This looks like a great buildable spot as well. Again, really cool views, very unique landscape. If you're looking for a rural homestead opportunity, this is it. If you're looking for an investment in Grand County, Utah, this is it. If you're looking for one of the few private ownership parcels in the Westwater Canyon, this is it. Get with me if you have any questions. My name is Miles. My number is 605-250-1256. Again, our website is Wilco Land. We're happy to help you out. We're going to be sharing more land deals like this and everything in between. So that's it for me today. Thanks for watching. I'm out and hope to hear from you soon.